gotta go. You have to go.
Yo, that's shit.
Hey, look.
I see it.
Hey, please.
Are you grabbing?
Please.
Are you grabbing?
Please. I said please. I said please. I said please. Why you don't listen to me? Why you not listen to me? Why you not listen to me? Why you not listen to me?
Hey.
I'm gonna.
You're getting crazy. I just want my pizza, alright?
Hey, you're going to jail.
Where we go?
Hey, you're going to jail. That's why you motherfuckers don't stay around here. That's why you go.
You have to go now.
Go. Hey,
You
go.
have to go
That's
outside.
why you can't stay around. Give me my stuff.
Damn.
Give me my
Is
stuff.
my pizza almost ready?
Okay, give me my stuff.
YouTube, what's going on? Trey back again, hit you with a video. Now this video right here comes straight out of Pittsburgh by way of a place named Milano Pizza. For those of you who's familiar with the Pittsburgh area or stay there, you all should know exactly what I'm talking about. But there was an incident where this black woman and I guess this Italian man got into some kind of altercation where basically the black woman refused to leave the premises of the restaurant. Now, by her refusing to leave the premises of the restaurant, the owner had no right to put his hands on her personally. He should have called the police, but yet and still, he did something that was way out of line and way beyond his pay scale, if you know what I mean. He should have called a police officer or somebody in law enforcement to come and escort this woman off the premises instead of putting himself in harm's way and also a lawsuit, and also to keep from putting this woman in harm's way, which you see in the video exactly what he done. Now I don't agree with anything that he done in the video, because all that could have been avoided. Number one, the woman was just loud and rude and very obnoxious. It's probably because she was drunk, most likely. I don't know, but due to her slurred speech or in the way that she was moving, it sounded like she was basically drunk and just probably had a rough night, if you will. But this guy took it upon himself to not only go out there and confront the woman, which I understand. Okay, you still in your legal right, but when it goes to you putting your hand on somebody, then you see from when the video first started off, now instead of him opening the door and kind of like nudging her out, even though he shouldn't have touched her at all, but still, if you're going to do it, at least do it in a certain way, a respectable way. And this goes to show you the amount of respect that people have, for us as a people. And I'm not trying to sound bigoted. I'm not trying to sound racist or anything, but it is what it is. The video speaks for itself. It holds enough merit of its own without needing me to push it any step further. But instead of him just escorting the woman out of the restaurant very nicely and cordial, like nudging her along the way, like, okay, I understand, just let them blow off their steam, and they number steam, just like a locomotive, it run by steam. Once all the steam get out, the engine shuts down. So eventually she would have calmed down, got her mind right, her nerves back settled, and everything would have been all right. But this guy, instead of him showing her to the door, he basically tried to put her through the door. So when he got through slanging her around and he pinned her up against the corner of the entrance way where the glass was, instead of him just trying to calm her down or calling a female over there, somebody just to help him and to hold her if that's what you want to do until the police get there, he decides out of all things that his ass is going to do is headbutt this woman. I mean, he headbutted excuse my French, the shit out of her, if you know what I mean. You could hear her damn head thud off the damn post, you know what I'm saying? It was so damn loud. I was like, damn near bust my subwoofers. And then, not only that, to add more insult to injury, after he headbutted her, then he proceeds to slam her toward the floor, which he done, all over chairs and everything, not knowing that she could have broke her leg, broke her foot, broke her back, or broke her neck or anything. And then proceeds to add even more insult to injury. This goes to show you this guy was completely out of line, and whoever this restaurant manager is, we need to have his ass arrested for assault, because that was basically assault. He went above and beyond. I know a lot of y'all were saying, well, she should have left. Okay, I get it. But how many times we have been in the store ourselves? Now let's put ourselves in this woman position. How many times we have been in the store ourselves and the clerk did something that we didn't like, or the manager said something that we didn't like. For instance, when I was in the store, just going in there, happened to go in there looking for some Aleve, some headache medicine, because sometimes I be having migraines and everything, I guess due to a lot of stuff on my mind. But anyway, I go into the store and I got plenty of money, so I go in the store and I see two clerks. It was a young black female and it was an older Caucasian woman. So as I proceed to walk, you know, through the store to the almost to the back on the left side. That's where the aspirin's at. So I go over there, and I notice out the corner of my eye, you know how you see something out of your peripheral? So I look right there, then all of a sudden I see somebody edge back. I'm like, but damn, maybe it might be somebody trying to holler or something, or maybe it might be Sweet Run or somebody, who knows? It might be somebody did a video on, I don't know. So, you know, my spider sense tingling and everything. So, I go to pick up one bottle, but I wanted the gel caps. I didn't want the little hard caps, so I put it back, and I'm trying to find a gel. And that's when I noticed. I looked again, and it was the Caucasian woman. She happened to be the manager. She just standing there, and I looked at her like this, and then she walks on. So I didn't even buy the stuff. I just put the stuff down. I walked back up to the front. I said, why is this lady watching me? You know, I mean, I come in here a lot and buy stuff. You know what? Why I got to come in here and steal something that's just a few dollars? You know, I got enough to buy whatever I want in here. She just, that's just how she is. I'm like, well, okay. Well, see, I could have blew away out of proportion to everything else and say that she was profiling me, you know, whatever you want to call it. But I did. I just chose to leave, and you know, I won't go back there no more. But at the same time, back to this story. Instead of this guy, even before this escalated, not only to the fact where he jerking this woman arm, slinging her around, then pinning her up against the post of the entranceway, then headbutting the hell out this woman. And I don't know if you all ever been headbutted, but I've been headbutted a couple times, and trust me, that hurts just as worse, if not harder, than a punch. And you can see her head snap back. You feel me? You have to take it into consideration. No matter what you feel, you know, there's still a woman, you know, a woman and a man. It's no comparison. So after all that, slams the woman to the floor, get on top of her, and then proceeds to violently shake her, making her head go back and hit the floor even harder. And that right there, and that what really upset me right there. And this guy, he definitely, whoever he is, you know, we need to share this video and for people up there in Pittsburgh, because this could have been you. And a lot of you all going to side with the manager. That's fine. We already understand that the woman was being very belligerent. We understand that she was being loud and obnoxious. But that don't give nobody a right to whoop your ass. That's what I'm saying right there. When you want to sit up here, and the way I tend to do things, put yourself in other people's shoes and see how would you feel if that was you. You know, try to look at everything that you can in a logical sense, because I try to speak on logic more than emotion, because it's barely a little emotion over here, just a bunch of logic, if you will. So all this could have been avoided, but we have to make these people pay. And also stop patronizing these people businesses that don't give a damn about you, because number one, I don't know how they do it over there in their country. I don't know how they do it in Yemen. I don't know how they do it in Italy. I don't know how they do it in Spain. And big shout out to whoever over there that follows me. You know, if the shoe fit, wear it, and if it don't pertain to you, don't worry about it. I don't know how they do it overseas, wherever else, because I'm here in America, and how we do in America, you don't bring your ass over here. I don't care if you're from here, but you don't come over here to our country putting your hands on our women, talking about see what you did to me, like he's the victim, like he's the one upset. Act like the woman was in his house. And I guess that's how he looked at Milano's Pizzeria, as his house. Okay, I get you. I get it. Now, he's most likely just the manager, not even the owner. And even if he was the owner, you still do not put your hand on other people. That's just the point right there. You know, and I know a lot of people don't want to hear that, because a lot of people want you to bash people that's already down low. But me, myself, unless the underdog is wrong, I tend to root for the underdog, you know, because we're all underdogs in a lot of ways, whether you want to admit it or not. But back to what I was saying, I don't know how people do it wherever they're from, but over here, you don't come over here putting your hand on any woman. I wouldn't care if the woman was white. I wouldn't care if she was Mexican. I wouldn't care what color she was. The fact that you're a man gives me enough reason to sit up here and say that you're wrong for that, because you could have escorted this woman politely out the building, or call one of your associates, one of your workers over there, since they all want to stand around and laugh. And isn't it funny that the same people that were mostly doing all the laughing and talking was the same people that looked just like her? Think about that. Think about that. That's sad right there. And that goes to show you how low we have stooped as a people in this society. When you see, and just like we've been taught that, though, don't get mad at yourself. We've been taught that. Just like when you see police beating the shit out your fellow brother or sister, you sit there and take it, because you have been taught to be obedient. Just like everybody in there in that establishment, they have been taught to what? Obey. Just like them cats. I mean, not them cats. Them caps and them shirts they be wearing with obey on it. Yeah, you've been taught that subliminally. So when you see things like this happen in real time, in reality, you don't know how to approach it but to get a good giggle. But those who can think like me and myself and I tend to look at that and frown upon it, because there's no way that if I would have been in there that I would have allowed that to go down. You know, you would have seen me on there getting very busy, because if I couldn't have asked the man to get off the woman or try to push him off the woman, and if he want to come toward me, then we do what men do. But men do not have no right jumping on women. That's the point of the video, regardless of what color she is. And like I say, whatever you do in your country, that's your country. But over here in America, we don't play that. And for those men who stood around recording that woman, and for that black woman to stand there and snicker and laugh at that woman, you know, and the woman wasn't being violent, she was just being loud and rude. That says a lot about you as a people. So don't get mad when people say certain things about you, because, you know, when you have a chance to stand up for each other, you never do. You always bow down and punk out. That's sad right there. You need to get our shit together as a people. But anyway, let me know what you think about this video right there, because we have to, you know, start calling this stuff out. We call everything else out. We call the transgender person who tried to kiss Genuine out. We call the Steve Harveys out. We call the Oprahs out. We call all these people out. But yet and still, what about the people that's in our own community putting their foot up our ass every damn day? Stop patronizing these people's businesses. That's all I got to say. If you like the video, push that like button. If you like, subscribe. Definitely share this video. And for those in Pittsburgh, please show that video to the police so you can have this manager arrested, because you never know. That could have been your sister, your aunt, your mom, or your grandmother. And how would you feel then? You see what I'm saying? I'm out.